could not sustainably remain the same for the next 20. To commemorate, capture, and internalize this epiphany, I got a tattoo. Joining the fans. Like the famous lines spoken by Blanche Dubois in the play A Streetcar Named Desire, I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. At the heart of Dogfish Head's exploration of goodness is our off-centered version of the golden rule. Always aspire to do for others as you would want others to do for you. With the help of hundreds of amazing, talented co-workers, past and present, we have succeeded in building a company focused on producing the types of beers, spirits, food, events, and spaces that we envisioned other creative, adventurous, rebellious people would want to experience, engage with, and rally around. And rally they have. Dogfish started out as the smallest brewing operation in America and is now the 13th largest craft brewery out of over 4,000. Through the years, I have met, personally thanked, and high-fived tens of thousands of hardcore Dogfish fans who have acted as our evangelists, introducing their friends to our beers and helping us grow. Some of these evangelists are so passionate about Dogfish Head that they literally bled for us, tattooing various regions of their bodies with our brand to make it part of their permanent selves. When people would show me their tats or ask to take photos with me as they flashed their tattoos to the camera, I felt both pride and gratitude. Over time, though, as I met more and more of these bold and inked Dogfish evangelists, a third emotion would creep in: guilt. If these people cared enough about what Dogfish stands for to literally brand themselves, the least I could do was to join them in solidarity. After all, I first sketched the Dogfish, Shark, and Broken Shield logo nearly 22 years ago when writing my business plan, and I have been thinking about it and obsessing about its place in the world pretty much every day since. So now I am a 46-year-old entrepreneur with a new tattoo and a used muscle car who sometimes peels out at stop signs but doesn't break speed limits as often as he used to when he drove the more sensible Volvo. To her immense credit, my erratic driving habits embarrass my wife, Mariah, more than the muscle car or the tattoo. I have taken to wearing a mullet wig on the rare occasions she accompanies me in my car, under the pretense that I think she might be less mortified if pedestrians and other drivers in our small town don't recognize that the crazy driver she is riding with is her husband. It goes without saying that Mariah's sense of humor and patience with my shenanigans, starting when we began dating in high school in the mid-'80s, remains unflappable. Admittedly, my tat is less ornate and bold than some others I've admired, but it's pretty much identical to the sketch I first drew 22 years ago. But it's facing the wrong way, I can almost hear you saying, if you are familiar with our logo. Nope. The image of my tattoo did not get reversed in the design phase of this book. I purposely decided to have the shark and the shield face outward on my forearm instead of inward, as it would were it a faithful representation of our company logo. Proceed slowly, go thoughtfully. So, this is how getting a tattoo, the second notable moment in my most excellent midlife crossroads, ties so directly to the first notable moment of buying that used muscle car. To use a vehicular analogy, when Dogfish opened, we were sort of like a 50cc dirt bike. Simple, nimble, thrilling, and powered by a very small engine. Instead of horsepower, we originally ran on about 20 manpower, if you consider our payroll the year we opened. We could bet the farm at every turn and make split-second, spontaneous decisions and whimsical choices. We could all keep aware and in tune with each change of direction because all of us experienced these zigs and zags together in the same single building, the brew pub in Rehoboth Beach, where we brewed and sold our beers and cooked and sold our food. You can risk a lot more when you have very little in totality to put at risk. Today, this company, which began pretty much as my company out of my imagination, has grown into our company. 230 of us and counting. And our company needs to run a